Hi guys, and welcome to our channel. I'm Dr. Betty Christian, doctor, stylist, team lead at Eastern Styling Studio, and your coach here on Growth with Dr. Betty Christian. If today is your first time seeing me, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Do it now. No. You want to hear this? Do it now. Don't mind me. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and share this video to everyone you know that is in medical school or is planning to get into medical school. So that's basically it. Let's get into the gist, shall we? Okay, so we're going to start from the beginning. Disclaimer. So I'm trying to make this video 10 minutes max, but if it's more than that, we might have to make this video into parts. So let's go. Let's start from the very beginning. I remember when I just finished secondary school. My secondary school was very competitive. I schooled in King's College, Lagos. And I think then we were doing first five and last five. I was very competitive. I just wanted to stay on top of the game. Like, I wanted to be the first all the time. So when it was time to enter senior class, it was just natural that, oh, this guy knows book, he will most likely be in science class. I didn't really think about it, so I didn't have a prior thought about it. Then in science class, I did well with biology. I think I did very in science class, I did very well with biology. I really deeply enjoyed biology, and it was natural that when it was time for JAMB, I think I remember then. So in school then, my teachers were already calling me doctor. This one is going to be a doctor. I didn't really think about career choices or possible career options. The forethought of, oh, this guy is going to be a doctor. He likes biology. He knows book per se. But then the reality is, in secondary school there was really not much to do. I wasn't the sports type, and there was really no other option. I feel like if secondary school was like university, maybe I wouldn't have been so focused on the first five. I could have tried to socialize more, but then again, in school there was really not much to do. So the only option I had to do was to read, and the only sports I had was to be on top of the class, like literally. So then everybody was like, oh, this guy is going to be a medical doctor, science student, all that. And I'm like, might be it. I remember when it was time to write JAMB. If you're not in Nigeria, JAMB is an exam you write before you get into university. So after JAMB, you write post JAMB. Post JAMB is for the particular university you are going for. I remember when it was time for me to write JAMB, my dad just sent me the money for the JAMB form, and he told me, first choice, this school; second choice, the same school; first choice of course, medicine; second choice of course, medicine. So ideally in JAMB form, you're supposed to fill a first choice university, a second choice university, a first choice course, a second choice course. Personally, I don't believe they use it, because if you pick a school for second choice, they are not going to leave all the students that picked that school for first choice come and give you that picked it for second choice. But it's a thing we do here in Nigeria. So for context, I went to Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Anambra. So my first choice was Nnamdi Azikiwe University, second choice was Nnamdi Azikiwe University. First choice of course was medicine, second choice of course was medicine. Mind you, prior to this, I and my family have not had a prior conversation on what course I wanted to do. And I felt like, oh, which one is my own? If they said I should do this one, if I fail, I'll go and write JAMB again. That was all that was in my head. And then when I just freshly graduated out of secondary school, I was into fashion. That's when I started styling, but then it didn't have the term styling. So all I remember was I was helping people find clothes, I was helping people shop, I was helping people go to market, and I really deeply enjoyed it. As at then, there was no pay attached, so I was just, oh, Christian, I need to get something from the market. Oh, sure, meet me here. Then we go. That time, Lagos Island. There's nowhere that don't know me, Lagos Island. So that was it for me. And after school, I thought maybe, so to be fair, I was hoping that I was going to fail JAMB that year. To be fair, I was hoping I was going to fail JAMB that year, because I had a lot on the pipeline. So after school, I did a vocational training on how to do Ankara shoe and bag. Business was booming. That's when I started business officially. I started making Ankara ties, Ankara shoes, Ankara bow ties. It was really exciting. I started this cute little packaging, started giving free samples to friends, thinking of how to scale up my business. So I was really not ready for school at that time. I was not ready at all. Fast forward to few weeks later, first list came out. My name was not there. I was really glad. Mind you, I had passed my jam and post jam fair enough to get into medical school, just borderline fair. But I'm like, oh, they won't leave all the people that pass seriously to come and pick me. First, first list came out. My name was not there. And if you know, universities in Nigeria, up to 3 lists come out. Second list came out. My name wasn't there. So I'm like, oh, if my name is not on this list, then obviously I am not admitted. So I'm like, oh, happy for me. I'll stay in Lagos and continue business. As God will have it. My dad called. I'm like, oh no, you need to go and start pre-science. Pre-science is like a pre-degree, so I think you do that for 1 year before you now go get. For sub pre-sciences, you do it for 1 year, then you start 100 level in your choice, your course of choice, or you start 100 level again. So he called me that, oh, I should come down to Anambra and start pre-science. Initially, I'm like, I really don't want to do that. I'm comfortable here. But trust now, Nigerian parents, it's not really a conversation thing. They're telling you this. And he did it in such a way that he told me this evening, and the next morning, my bags were already packed. I was shipped to Anambra. It was not a fun experience at all. But as God will have it, on the first day, that's the day I came to ask or to make inquiries for pre-science, someone told me, oh, a list just came out. I'm like, oh, nice, happy for you. She now said, oh, that she just checked her own, that she got admitted into med lab. She was so happy. She was trying for the 4th time. I'm like, oh, don't worry, man has passed. I applied for medicine. If my name didn't come out in the second list, most likely it's not coming out again. And she was like, no, 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 just come and check. Who knows? So this is me with a totally random stranger. I was particularly not interested in seeing another list. Mine was just, oh, let me go and get the form for the diploma / pre-science and just start. Then she's like, okay, what's your jam number? What's your jam number? I did not know it. So after like checking on, I had to check my email, check several files before I found it, and I checked. Lo and behold, see my name, see jam admission letter, medicine and surgery. We were on the road. I was initially shocked because I'm like, okay. This lady was screaming on top of her lungs. Hey, this guy has been admitted to medicine. She hugged me. Mind you, this is a total random stranger, 8 a.m. in the morning. She was screaming. People gathered. People were like, hey, congratulations. How many times have you tried? That some people in your class have been trying 4 times, 5 times. That how many times have you tried? I'm like, oh, this is my first one. I'm like, it's a lie. This one. I'm like, they were so excited. Me, I couldn't relate to the excitement because I'm like, this is not what I planned for my life at this stage. So when you're like, okay, quickly go here, start registration. Class started since last month. Start registration so you start going to class. I'm like, okay, no problem. I called my mom. She was so excited. I called my dad, African dad. The excitement was not there, but I know he was deep down. I know he was excited. I know. So I think that was it for that day. So next day I was supposed to start registration and start classes.